by Pedersen. Jeff Provis out of position, and a mark's taken by Kim Gerlach at the true centre-half forward position. Gerlach has got no leads offering to him. He kicks the ball. It's high. It's all Riverside. He's got it in the back, and he's caught. No free kick. Well done, Vinny. Don't fight, Vinny. Just play football. It was a good tackle. That Eric Ramon's been in everything for Greek. He's absolutely killing our wingman and Stephen Green. Shane Lawson throws against Clinton Giles. Clinton Giles wins the tap. It's another throw up. The ball smothered. Vinny Lebroni's doing a lot of heavy work in there. Vinny walks back, hands on hips, a little bit dejected, but he's not getting much of a go from the umpire. Shane Lawson again against Clinton Giles. Clinton Giles wins the tap. It's come down. It's out in the clear. It's caught by... And Shane Lawson dives on the ball. Can't control it. Clinton Giles gets it. Cops one from Vinny for his measure. And Vinny stands up and he says, don't worry about it. Cloesi is having a bit of a go. But no good fighting, fellas. It's a game of football. That's all it is. And number 19, he's a tough-looking boy. Mickey Morgan, they call him. Mickey's tough. Have a look at him. Mickey Morgan from Greek. He'd rather eat a football. Pretty weak effort from Lawson. He's doing nothing in the ruck. The man he's running against half his size. Here comes Marty McKinney. He'll smother this ball. He'll take it away. No, he didn't. But Darryl Ashby's in there. He's caught. There's the danger man. Harry's got it. He's handballed it across the full forward. He's caught. And it's all they can manage. Well done, Stephen Green. You attack the player who had the ball and you put him off balance. Pressure football, Stephen Green. Good stuff. Anyway, Greek can only manage a point from that onslaught. Bobby Willoughby's forced to leave his players to go out because of the loose players they got running down the ground. Beautiful kick out onto the grandstand wing. Kimmy Kretschmer's there. He's the only one that marks the ball. And the umpire says, give it to me, fella. I'll throw it up. Hamilton's back on the ground. Lee Silvani's come back off. But that should have been played as a mark to Kimmy Kretschmer. It wasn't. Ball will be thrown up. Shane Lawson, you haven't won a tap yet, young fella. You won that one, but did nothing with it. The ball's not out of it. Chloe's got it. His handball out in front of him. Well done, Chloe. He's pushed the ball down. Hoffner's frightened. He didn't get in there, Hoffner. You've got to go in. Well done, Hoffner. He smuggled the ball. He's pushing the ball in front. He can't take control. Beautiful handball from Hoffner across Ivan Coles, who handballs, no help, no assistance. Ivan Coles on his own. Fought well, handballed out, but unfortunately to no avail. Anyway, Greek clear the ball and it's out of bounds on the full. Cloesi will take the kick on the true wing, grandstand side. So he's looking for someone to kick to. He kicked the ball high down there. There's not only is prancing for the ball. Montgomery's taking it off the pack. He tries to pick the ball up, can't. Greek pick it up clear. Here's Shane Lawson, big chance for Shane. Shane Lawson doesn't even have to go off the ground. Well recovered by Kimmy Kretschmer, who handballs across the Hoffner. I think he lost the ball in the sun. Grant Montgomery hasn't got the ball. He's tackled. No free kick. Play on. The ball's picked up by Simons. He can't get his kick. Jeff Provis has now got it. Snaps over his left shoulder. What's he done? He split the middle and put it right through the middle. Well done, Jeff Provis. Good goal. They're goals that win premierships, that sort of kicks. Well done by a lot of Riverside players there and to be able to get the ball down. They worked very hard, and it's good to see Hoffner now. He's got into it. He's put himself in. He put his body in beautifully. Pedersen did well. Montgomery did very well. They shot the ball out, and Jeff Provis snapped it up and kicked over his shoulder. Great goal, Jeff Provis. Riverside, 2 points in front in what's got to be regarded as a tough encounter. The trainers are running around offering drinks. The runners haven't stopped working out there. It's a very tough game. The ball's up. Lawson against Giles, and Lawson won the tap. He's his first win in the back to Hamilton, not seen. Vinny's in there. Darryl Ashby punches the ball forward. Picked up by Lawson. He's got it. He handballs it out, but goes straight to a Greek player. Hamilton throws himself in, doesn't get it. It's cleared by Greek. They've shot it across to Harry Stubos, who's running with the ball. He kicks before Vinny could get to him. Who's out there? Absolutely nobody. The ball's gone out of bounds. No, it hasn't. Still in play. And Marty Martinovic's handball it out of bounds now. And Richardson screaming to the umpire, you're a whinger, Richardson. Play football and stop whinging. Ball's thrown in. Richardson against Kretschmer. Richardson gets the tap straight out to Harry Stubos. Big punch. Who's up? No one's up. No one's down. The ball's left. Cloesi copped the right as he was going past the Greek player. Handballed out. Bobby Willoughby gave the Greek player one. The Greek player's caught by Cloesi, and the Greek player's still down. He hasn't got up, and it was a great fair bump. as I saw it anyway. It should have been him harder. He's not moving this Greek rest, he is, he's acting. He'll drink a beer tonight. Losers always drink after a game. We'll break up here shortly. We're going to have a bit of an interview. Even Peter Waring, an old hand at Riverside Football Club, been there for many years, came up through the juniors and never left the club. Richardson's out there, punched the ball out. Riverside are getting killed in the rucks at present. Richardson's doing a Bob Willoughby, magnificent market full-back. He threw an elbow. Umpire didn't see it. Doesn't matter, Bobby, you've got the ball. Settle down, lad. He's handballed onto Stephen Green. Greeny's nearly lost control of that ball. Big kick, Greeny. The wind's coming up. It's fading in the end. Riverside are kicking to, and Riverside aren't using it. If it comes up any higher, that means the Greek are going to have the wind in the last quarter, which is dangerous. Beautiful pass. It's straight across there to Mick Kennedy, and it's got to be Mick Kennedy's first kick, and he can't kick anyway. Waste of time giving it to him. Well done, Marty. He's handballed it on, and a Greek bloke's pounded through the pack. What's he done? He's kicked the ball straight into the post. It deserved better because he really brushed aside the tackles of the Riverside players, but unfortunately couldn't do it. I think that is Dragon, I'm not sure. Great player, yeah, it is Dragon. They call him the Tank. He certainly went through like a tank. Kick out by Bob Willoughby, looking for Marty, looking for Steve Kerrison. Bad mistake, Riverside. The ball's gone out of bounds without a player touching, so it's a kick. Richardson's kicked into the man on a mark. It's a throw in, gone out of bounds. Throwing out on the half-forward flank. Richardson will fly up against Darryl Ashby. Darryl Ashby over the back, beautiful punch. Finney went straight for the player. Manuel got the ball. He kicks out looking for Lawson. Lawson, run! Lawson's too damn slow. Cleared by Greek, looking for his players out there. It's picked up by Dimmy. Handballs across. It's picked up again. That's Ken Crane's got the ball. He kicks it long, right into the forward, looking for who? Richardson. Of course, Darryl Ashby's there. Marty's there. In the back to Marty. No free kick. What's the umpire going to do? He's going to ball it up. Ball up on a forward pocket. Richardson wins the tap. Hamilton pushes the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw in. Can't be long to go at the end of this quarter. They've played 30 minutes. The siren's due to go. Riverside have got to hold out Greek. They're in their attacking position. Can they hold them out? Richardson in the middle of the back. And little Harry, no, it's not Harry, but whoever it was, it's kicked and they've got a goal. The little fellow, I think it's number 8, it's kicked the goal, but it was right in the middle of the back of Darryl Ashby, not seen by the umpire, and Greek have gone to a very handy lead. 5 points. They'll be 5 points in front of Riverside. That was a great goal by the Greek player in little Santios. That's how I'm pronouncing it anyway. I can't pronounce it properly, but it was a great goal. He's been a dangerous player. He's probably been their best player on the ground to date. The Greek now have gone to a 3-7 to 3-2. The ball's thrown up. Lawson in the centre wins the tap this time. Straight through comes Philippo, throws his arms around, all but knocked out Clohessy. And what's the umpire do? Say, oh, give it to me, fellas, and I'll throw it up. The ball's thrown up. Shane Lawson against Clinton Giles. Clinton Giles won the tap. Hoffner kicked the ball straight down, and where does it mark? And there's man there, can't catch him. He plays on at all costs. It's picked up. It's kicked way down the ground by Milstead. Here it is. Tank couldn't take it. There we go. It's quarter time. The scores at quarter time are Riverside 3 goals 2, 20 behind. Greek 3 goals 7, 25. It was a good quarter of football. Both sides very nervous. You could see by the way they attacked on the ball, and they certainly showed that they were nervous. The bodies were used freely. One small knock that Bob Willoughby handed out was a gem, not seen by anyone but me, and I was quite pleased about it. But very shortly, we're going to have an interview with Peter Waring, a stalwart of the Riverside Football Club, a member of their 1983 Premiership team, and has been down at Riverside, as I said, all his life, coming up through the junior ranks. So I'd like to welcome Peter Waring to the microphone. He's walking up. He looks very sore. Looks like he's had a big night out. The microphone, we have Peter Waring, as I've said, a well-known footballer. Peter, how do you see this game so far, in your opinion?
Oh, so far it's what you'd expect in the Greeks Rivers games. A lot of lot of punches being thrown, a lot of hard stuff, but each side's given as much as they're getting, so it's pretty good. You know, you got a couple of heads coming out of our back line like Willoughby and Kerrison, you know. People get out the road when you see them, so, you know, they've got Philippou jumping around, you know, throwing his arms around. The big fat Richo, he's about as stupid as he is fat, but he's just putting in a bit, so it's pretty even in that area, so it's just a matter of who works out the best at the end. So.
Yeah, fine, Peter. I would say you'd be a little bit envious that you're not out there yourself.
Oh, no, it's a little bit too quick for me. No, they're a good side. They've missed Peter Williams, but they've got some hard players out there replacing him. Lisa have him and I come back, and he played a real good game. He was unlucky not to be in the original 20, but he's a good player. He'll come on and do well when he comes on.
Fine. Can you see any changes that Riverside could possibly make?
Not at this stage. I think you just got to take things pretty easy in the grand final. You've got to just be settled. You know, you've got blokes on the bench. You know, Lisa have him and I can come on when there's a few tired legs, and he'll add that extra running player. So. No, they just probably take it easy at the moment and sort of see how it works out.
Right, well now, how do you see the umpiring so far?
Oh, he's letting a fair bit go, but it's grand finals, there's a few things flung around, you've got to let a fair bit go, but he's probably letting a couple go that are a little bit indiscreet, you know, so but he's doing it both ways, so it's fair enough.
All right, that's a good comment, that, Peter. Now, if you were Noel O'Neill and coaching a side, what would you be telling the players right at this point?
Oh, no, just to keep playing the way they are. You know, like blokes like Greenie and and Marty, they're running well. You know, the back line's held up pretty well, I reckon. It's just probably got to try and get a bit of method in the forward lines. And it's Marty a couple of times there, he ran from the beer stand over there. He was just getting his change from getting a couple of cans, and he ran right up there and created a couple of shots at goal. And that's the type of footballer Marty is, and he can win games by doing that.
Right. Was you shocked when you found out that John Cranwell didn't have the central umpiring job?
Yeah, well, he's done a fairly good job lately, but it's probably politics. You know what it's like in amateur league. You know, you got your good boys and your bad boys, and he must have upset someone, I suppose. So he was probably a little bit unfortunate.
Are you feeling confident at this stage, Peter?
Oh, I wouldn't feel confident at this stage. I think it's just going to be the team that keeps working is going to win. And that's all there is to it.
Okay, Peter. Look, thanks very much for your comments, and wish you all the best for the rest of the game. Okay, we're ready for the start of the second quarter, and I've noticed during that break how the wind has come up, and it's become fairly strong. It's probably worth 2 or 3 goals down the scoreboard end. Unfortunately, that's the end that Greek are kicking to. Still, if you're going to win games, you've got to use every ounce of effort you've got. I felt Riverside didn't work hard enough in that quarter. Anyway, the ball's about to be thrown up again in the centre. It's Richardson against Lawson. Lawson misses the tap. It's grabbed by Richardson. Hoffman's got the ball. He handballs in the centre. Coles, he copped a heavy one. It's picked up by little Harry. And what's he do? He kicks it straight to Kimmy Kretschmer. Kimmy's got the ball. He's looking for leads. None's coming. Yes, he's found one. He's kicked it straight to Lawson. There's about half a dozen Greek blokes flying. Who comes out with the ball? Nobody does. And the umpire said, give it to me. Coles, he had it. But he said, no, you can't keep that ball, Colesy. Ball's thrown up. It's Lawson against Richardson this time. Vinny missed the ball, mistaking it with him. He had it put down. It's handballed out. And little Harry Sturbos has got the ball. He kicks it straight down to the full forward line. Riverside players lost it in the sun. Marty's got it. He handballs out. Kimmy Kretschmer's there. He's got it. Well done, Kimmy Kretschmer. Ball control. He looks for Vinny in the centre. Finds him. Vinny cops a heavy one from Richardson. And then he jumps on his foot. Now that is absolute filthy football, Richardson. There's no need for that. He's jumped on Vinny's foot. Wouldn't worry, Vinny. He's as tough as nails, but that's not the way football should be played, and I don't think you should be terribly proud of yourself. Anyway, the ball's out onto the wing, and the battling out there. Manuel didn't go into the ball. He socks it down. I don't know why Jeff socks it down. They're never down like that. It's been a free kick played against Hamilton or Pedersen. I'm not sure which one. And Greek will take it. It's number 8 for Greek. He kicks the ball straight into the centre looking for Philippou. Behind him is Noel O'Neill who punches the ball away. Good football, Noel O'Neill. Manuel's threw himself over the ball and copped a high one. But no, Chris Mahaffey missed it. Manuel's rubbing his head a bit. He certainly copped one there. Nolan is out there controlling traffic like a true general should. Lawson flies against Richardson and wins a magnificent knock down to Manuel. Manuel cops one. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. The ball down a bounce, and they're both on top of the ball. The ball will be thrown in. Lawson versus Richardson here, with Colsey down the middle of the pack. It's over the back of the pack. It comes, picked up by an ear who kicks straight looking for Jeff Provis. Jeff Provis gets pushed out very easily, and it's been marked by Greek centre half-back Kim Gerlich. Gerlich goes out heading for the wing. In there is Greeny. He gets into the middle of the back of Filippo, who gets the kick. Standing to mark at Filippo is Vinny. Filippo will look for somebody, kicks it long, straight into the full forward line. Darryl Ashby from behind punches the ball. Greek is scouting better, short pass straight to the middle of a loose Mick Morgan, who's got one round the neck. I can't understand why he became a loose player. Mick Morgan he plays in a half-forward flank. I wonder where his half-back flanker was. Anyway, Mick Morgan's around about 25 yards out, directly in front. Shouldn't miss this goal. This should be an easy goal. He's kicked dead centre, splits the middle, and Greek open up a very big break. They've opened up an 11-point break. It's been the biggest break of the match so far. So Riverside are starting to get themselves into a bit of trouble, and they need to do something about this. Ball's thrown up. Richardson wins the tap in the centre. They've got the ball. They'll bring it out through little Harry Stubis again. He brings it out. He handballs across to Eric Amon, who caused a lot of trouble in the first quarter. There's a kicking in danger, but not seen by the umpire. Vinny Labrani will pick the ball up. He looks for someone. He kicks, and he doesn't find anyone, unfortunately. And there's Jeff Probes. Lets his man wander away. He's tackled him now. He's got it. Picked up by Shane Wolf. Beautiful handball out to Coles. Coles will run it deep. He does. Looking for Montgomery, who's got it. Beautiful mark by Montgomery. He goes back. He lets the player know where his mark is too. Montgomery should put this right into the square. Simons is not giving any leads at present. He should be leading. He can't stand back even if you only lead to take your man out. It's one less bloke you got there. Hamilton is having a bit of trouble. The bloke's nice kick by Monty, straight in, and Simons in front, misses the mark, should have taken it. Anyway, the ball's been rushed through from behind.